Hi, this is Rachel from My Stampin' Haven. Thank you very much for joining me for another YouTube tutorial. Today we're going to be making this 3D paper flower using the Floral Frames framelits and the fringe scissors. Both are currently available in the Occasions and the 2013 to 2014 annual catalogue. The Floral Frames and fringe scissors are carrying across into the 2014-2015 annual catalogue, which starts on the 1st of July. If you'd like a copy of the catalogue, please contact me via my Facebook page or send me an email at mystampinhaven@gmail.com. So let's get started. On the display flower I've used crisp cantaloupe with crumb cake for the fringe insert, but today I'm going to be using rich razzleberry and the crumb cake again for the fringe insert, plus underneath the flower I've used old olive cardstock. So bring your big shot over. Now I'm using the magnetic platform today because we'll be using framelits. These are the framelit set we will be using today. This is Floral Frames, so you'll be needing all of them except for the smallest framelit. So let's get started. So for the flower you're going to need 2 of the large die cuts. So we'll bring a piece of cardstock over, that's the largest die cut. Okay, so after you've cut your 2 largest ones, you then need to cut another large out of the old olive cardstock down to the next size now, and you just need 1 of these in the rich razzleberry. Down to the next size, cut 1 of these, and then down to the next size and cut 1 of these. Okay, so your cut pieces, you should have 2 large of the rich razzleberry and 1 large of the old olive, 1 of the next size down in rich razzleberry, 1 of the next size and 1 of the next size. So they will build your 3D flower. Now the next part is to start giving these flowers a bit of definition. I like to use Sahara sand when I add a bit of definition to the edges of the petals. So I'm just going to take my sponge dauber and just start adding a bit of shadowing to the edges of the petals. So once you've added definition to the edges of the petals, you can then start to dry scrunch the petals. A lot of people like to wet the paper. It helps aid the scrunching, but I like to do dry scrunching because it just adds a bit more character to the petals. So one by one just start working your way through and really scrunch them into a ball, then unfold them, and you'll find that you're left with a lot more character lines in the flowers. So once you've done that, now start layering your flowers one by one. Just alternate the way that the petals face as well. I've got my hot glue gun. That's been heating up on the side. So just a dab of hot glue in the centre of each flower as you put each layer down. So it's really starting to take shape now. So now you can start doing the fringing in the centre. So I've got a piece of crumb cake cardstock. This is a strip that is 5.5 inches by 1.25 inches. And in centimetres that's 14 by 3.2. So I'm just going to take my fringe scissors and just start cutting along this strip, not all the way, just make sure that you leave a couple of mil at the top there. So now that I've cut along that strip, I'm just going to start rolling it up, and once it's been rolled up, I'll glue it right in the center of this flower. So now we need to put that aside and grab the old olive piece that you've cut, and with your paper snips just cut up to the center of the flower, and then cut one of the petals off. So bring that over now and just seal that on top so you've got the start of a conical shape. So I've sealed that into a conical shape, and I've just bent the tips of the petals over so that they will form the basis of the flower cup underneath our flower. So next thing you need is a skewer. These are just bamboo skewers from the supermarket. And what I'm going to do is put a dab of hot glue on the bottom of the flower, and just hold the skewer end in there until that sets. So now that that's set, you can now bring the green conical shape over and hot glue that to the bottom of your flower. And there we have it. We're all done with the 3D flower using the Floral Frames framelits and the fringe scissors. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to the next one, and I hope you do as well.